Hey guys, I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can, but it's really hard, and that's why I wanted to break this group down into a 5-day group because it's impossible for me to explain it all in a message. You all know that I started out, I was tired of being broke and desperate and in a horrible place. And I'm gonna be really honest with you here. When I first signed up for coaching, my first month was a mess, a complete disaster. I signed up with one thing in mind, and that was money. All I wanted out of it was money, and that was a big, huge wrong turn. I also didn't take anything seriously. All the training that I was put through, I watched it, but I was like, yeah, yeah, whatever. I have my own way of doing things. I'm sure it'll work. Wrong. Um, until I started watching YouTube videos of other coaches who were really successful, and I also met some really great people. I'm part of the A Team and Team Goody. Those two coaches that run that group mentored me like crazy. I sat down one night with John Goody, who runs Team Goody, and I said to him, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here because I'm not selling anything. And he said to me, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Like, literally, don't do that to yourself. You're driving yourself insane trying. All you need to do is listen and hear what we're saying, do what we're doing, and it'll work. And he instructed me to do what he was doing, which was just sending out 2, 4, maybe 6 of the most messages a day, but you have to keep them personal. In the beginning, what I did, which was the worst thing I could have done, burned a lot of bridges for me. I wrote out a message on my phone, I cut and pasted it, and filled in names, and just sent out mass messages to all these people saying, I am a Beachbody coach, I would love you to do this, that, sales. I literally vomited sales all over my friends and my family. And I worked with John for a little while, and he mentored me one-on-one, and he said, all you really need to do, Andrea, is send a message to someone, but make it personal. Keep it very personal. Explain to them where you are in life right now, what you're dealing with, what your goals are, and leave it at that. Because their response, chances are, will be a big, wide open door that will help. And that's what I did. I would send a couple messages every night. I'd take an hour, I'd sit down at my computer, I'd go through my friends list, and I would reconnect with old friends or talk to friends that I was currently close to, and I would just tell them, like, I'm 230 pounds, I'm depressed, and I'm ready to make some changes here. I'm ready to lose this weight. I really want to do this. I want to get healthier, but I really don't know where to start, and I'm trying to brainstorm. And then I would just talk to them about it, and I'd say, what's new with you? How are you doing? You look great in your pictures, or your baby's so cute, or oh my gosh, your new car is awesome. I would just kind of say personal things because I would do the research. I'd go through their pictures, I'd find out what was new in their life if I didn't already know, and my message would be incredibly close, intimate, and personal. And I would always put in the fact that, I've struggled for a couple years, and most of the people knew that, and I'm ready to make this change. I wouldn't mention coaching. I wouldn't mention Beachbody. I wouldn't mention anything like that. I would just leave it at that. I would just say, this is what I'm ready to do. 9 out of 10 people would write back, enthusiastic, and say, oh my gosh, I totally want to do that too. We should do something like that together. Like, why don't we, start doing something together? And that was the open door for me. And John taught me how to handle those. That was when I started to sell. When I actually started to personally reach out to people, and a lot of people, I just said, well, you know what? I want to do this Beachbody thing. I want to try these challenge groups, and if I was to open up a challenge group, would you want to try it with me? I'm going to ask so and so and a couple other people, what do you think? I started selling 2 to 4 challenge packs a day, most days. There were days I didn't sell anything, but the days that I did, that's $200 to $400 right there in my pocket. And I stayed consistent and I continued doing that. And before I knew it, I was making a couple $100s a week, and then all of a sudden I was making a couple thousand, and now I make six figures, and I do it all by making it personal, offering help, offering guidance. I mean, health and fitness is something that every single person has an interest in on one level or another. Um, if you can't think of anybody right now in your friendship circle who doesn't want to either lose weight, tone up, or just get healthier in general, um, you don't live in the same world as me. Because I've learned a lot in the last few years, and the majority of people, wherever they are in life, are looking for those things. And being able to offer them support and guidance and a group for accountability makes a huge difference. Not just for them, but for you. Because once I started my first challenge group, I was accountable. You know, I finally had the money to go out and buy a program. My first program was actually Power 90, and I knew I had a group of people watching me, and those people weren't going to spend a month in a challenge group working their butts off, posting pictures before and after, goals, saying what workouts they did if I didn't. So that was when I started to take it seriously. I started doing my workouts every day, posting pictures, posting goals, how I felt about it. And that was when things really started to mean a lot to me. And that was when people started to share their stories too. And I will teach you how to do all of those things. It is incredibly simple. You will not be a salesperson. Like I said, it's so casual, it's so easy, and for the most part, many of us are already on Facebook chatting with people already on the daily. So why not be able to put something else in there, right? So that's how I got my first, income going. Was I just got really personal, really intimate, and I sent them messages. I shared my story. I told them where I was at and where I wanted to be. And so many of those people said, I want to do it too. Let's do this. Before I knew it, I had all these people coming to me. I had people who were in my challenge group having friends ask me and send me friend requests and wanting to do it with me. I, as a coach, as your leader in the team, I set up the challenge groups for you. All you need to do is send a few messages a day. Like I said, if you are willing to put in an hour, do some chatting, put yourself out there and share your goals and your ideas, I do everything else for you. I do all your training. I set up the challenge groups. I set everything up for you. I want this to be the easiest thing you've ever done, and I want you to look back and think, oh my God, I'm so glad I found this, because that's how I feel. And I don't want you to have that first month where you just sit there and think, what have I done? What have I signed up for? This is garbage. Because that's what I did. I did it to myself, and it's because I didn't take anyone's advice. I didn't listen to any of the training properly. And now I'm in a different place, and I feel like a leader. I feel confident, and I want to teach people. And that's all I need from you is to be teachable. I need you to listen. I need you to learn and to follow directions. And believe it or not, you will be making money in no time. If you stop thinking about the money and focus on what the real fact is that you want to help people and that you want to get them into a better place and that you can share how you feel with them, you will make the money. Okay? So I'm going to post some more helpful information in the group today. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I hope that this is starting to sink in for you what we're talking about. Okay? Enjoy your day, guys.